Hey guys, how are you guys doing? I hope you are all doing well, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's video. Haven't done a sit down video in a while. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Graduating class of 2021, but you guys just graduated now and you've actually entered the world of maybe unemployment, or actually the world of being a graduate, because most of you or some of you are actually employed. So first of all, congratulations for actually finishing that degree, whether it took you 10 years or it took you 5 years or it took you the record time, as most of them say. Congratulations, you've made it, and that's something to pat yourself in the back for. Let's give it a hand to the graduating class of 2021. Okay, 2020. Whether you just completed a degree in arts or in a certificate, or you've completed a degree in medicine, or you've completed a PhD, all of it is your effort, it's your hard work, it's everything that you have worked hard for, and congratulations for that. Not many finish and not many even start, but you started. Congratulations for that. Okay, now because you're a graduate, you're going to see a lot of pressure. There's going to be pressure for you to show up in a certain car because, well, you're a medicine graduate, you're a doctor. Doctors show up to their graduation parties not graduation parties, but the graduation in April. They usually would do a convoy of BMWs or a convoy of Mercedes. What if you're a lawyer getting paid 2,500 rand and while doing your articles? You don't have that. You can't afford that. Don't put a pressure on yourself. If you're friends with people like that, do not put a pressure on yourself. You do not need to kill yourself for that. You cannot afford it. You'll probably afford it one day. You afford more than many things, more than anything in this world. But if you screw it up now, if you're going to pressure yourself into getting things you cannot afford to getting things that you do not need, you are most likely going to screw the rest of your life and the rest of your career, maybe because of stress and all of that. So do not put a pressure on yourself. Number 3, none of it is easy. That's why I started with saying whichever degree that you did, whichever qualification that you have, none of it was easy. Do not let anyone tell you that it was not easy. Yes, some degrees and qualifications are things that we look at and say you could have actually just studied that online. You don't need a qualification for that. And if the purpose of having a qualification was to get a job, and you do a degree that most of us know is not something that's in demand in South Africa, you probably wasted your time. But whatever it was worth it, and you have done well. So do not let anyone tell you that it was easy. None of it is easy. And if you are one of those people that look down on people that did humanities when you did science and think that humanities is easier than science, try doing it and see if it's easy. Okay, let's go to the topic of unemployment. South Africa, as we know it, I think at this point there is about 79%, if not 81%, I cannot remember the stats at the top of my head right now, of unemployed youth. That's people that do not have jobs. Most of them are tenderpreneurs, as we know, but most of them also would like to be actually employed. Like me, I would like to actually get a job that pays me better than the job that I do. There's that. And there are some that are actually unemployed because they cannot find the job that they've studied for 4 years, 5 years. Here's what you have to do. Accept a job that will pay the bills. What do I mean by that? If it means downgrading from the qualification that you did. If it means going to work at a restaurant while you're still applying and looking for a job, going to work at a shop while you're still actively looking for a job, do any job that's going to help you sustain yourself, that's going to help you be able to live. In that sense, you are not going to be under the anxiety of and the depression of finishing school and not even being able to buy yourself cosmetics. So accept any job that will, do not refuse a job that will pay your bills as long as it's legal. As long as it's legal, as long as it's something that does not go against your morals or whatever that you feel is a good principle. But your principles should not involve you saying that I studied law and I want to be, I cannot see myself working a boxer. Don't do that. You need to pay the bills, and there's a saying that that I don't know what's the other one, but you have to be in motion in order to actually get somewhere. You cannot get anything kuhleli. If you're not working, where are you going to get money to send in applications? Where are you actually going to get money to go to interviews? Interviews are expensive to go to. I once went to an interview in Durban. I spent around 400 rands and didn't get the job. Where are you going to get that money if you're actually not employed, working at a supermarket, working at a bookstore, whatever? So get that job. The next thing, now I'm shifting from accept any job to saying, if you are lucky and you are actually going for interviews, and when going for interviews you actually get different offers, do not accept the very first offer that's on the table. The next video that I'm going to do is actually looking at things that you need to weigh and look at before accepting that job offer. So look out for that one. But what I'm saying is, do not just say, yes, I'm accepting the job. Mistake that some of us did. Do not do it. And if you do accept a job because maybe that's the only job offer that you currently have, and you know that it's something that you want to move from, do not make the mistake of staying a year then deciding that you actually want to move. If you know and you're accepting the job that actually, I know that I'm worth more than this, I know that I can do more than this, and I know that maybe the city is too small for me, too big for me, start actively looking for a job while you've accepted that particular job, okay? If you are in a position of not having many offers thrown at you. But if you have 2 or 3 offers that you have and you're like, okay, this one, maybe say you have an interview and then this one says, I'm giving you a job right now, while the others are actually sending you emails, do not be afraid to accept the later offers if they are close to each other. Do not just accept an offer because it's just an offer. Do not accept it from a desperate position. I hope you get me. Final points will be, move away from your home city. If it's possible, for some of us, we had to move back to our home cities because most law internships, most articles offer a minimum of about 2,000-3,000 rand, and it only makes sense to stay home if it's possible. But if you have the opportunity, say you're a teacher and you get an offer to move away from, you're seeing different job posts that are away from your city, please move. Get to explore a different side of life, get to see life from a different perspective, and you won't feel the pressure of meeting the standards of your hometown. Say for example, you're staying at home. I see many of people that stay at their home cities or hometowns never actually get to reach their full potential because they are only boxed to what's been around them. Their only aspirations is being a mayor at some point because the biggest person that has made it in your hometown is probably a mayor. So ungena kwipolitiki without even exploring your life, maybe in corporate, wherever. So advice would be move away from your home city. And before, on that note again, you're not in competition. You're in competition with people that are from your home city. You're not in competition with people that are from your class. Do not be in a pressure of meeting with the standards of others. Back to the point of being at different positions in life. If you're going to start being in competition with somebody who comes from a well-off family, say you're in the same office, and you meet people like you are coming into maybe a graduate program, and those people are coming from well-off families. Maybe they're coming in driving. Maybe your salary allows you to drive, but maybe you need to fix a bathroom at home. And if you are going to put a pressure on yourself and be in competition, you're probably going to buy a car, and you're probably not going to meet the things that you wanted to do before actually even graduating. Finally, this speech that I listened to, by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I hope I pronounced that right. Anyway, she said, do not lie. I say that to myself every day, and for not the longest time, but for the beginning of my career, and from the beginning of staying here in Potchefstroom, I lied to myself. I liked the fact that I enjoyed staying home. I enjoy the benefit of not having to pay rent. I enjoy the benefit of not having to worry about what's for dinner because of grocery. I enjoy the fact that I actually have mom to wake me up in the morning if I'm late. I have people to come back to in the afternoon, people that I actually like seeing. I also do not feel alone, and I also like the fact that I get to see my mans almost every day of the week because we work in the same city. Is it a city or a town, Potchefstroom? Seems like a town, a smaller Nyana town. Anyways, I enjoy those things. I wouldn't trade them for anything in the world. But I do not enjoy the working in Potchefstroom. Potchefstroom is small. It has very limited to no opportunities. So because I focused so much on things that I liked, I started lying to myself about what I actually liked in terms of my career. And that actually pulled me back a bit. So that's my story on lying to yourself. Do not lie to yourself. Do not lie to people about what you can and cannot do. If you lie about how much you earn, people are going to have expectations. If I was lying to people and saying that I earn like 20k as there are expectations, I'll probably be owing people a lot of gifts and everything. I just recently got a call from somebody who got my number from a family member, dad's side of the family, who gave them my number to sell insurance. And I'm like, I don't even work. Yes, I have insurances that I can afford to pay for, but I'm still under my mother's name, and I'm very much happy with that. And I cannot afford to pay for any other thing with 2,500 rand. Can't even afford to pay for gym. Do not lie about who you are. If you are a kind person, yes, there are situations and places that are going to change you, but when you get to yourself, when you come back to yourself, you are going to realize that if I change from who I am lying, and lying does not feel good on your body. Lying will will keep you at your toes. Say you lie about how much you earn. The moment that somebody says, let's go out for dinner, and you cannot say, I cannot afford this. I cannot afford to go out because you said you're fine. So now you have to think of lies like, I have a lot of work. Probably you don't have a lot of work because you don't earn much, and people who don't earn much usually are working in places, unlike most people who are working in very fast, are not working in places that have a lot of work, are not working in places that are high demanding, that now they cannot even go out for dinner. But now you have to lie in that sense. You have to think about ways of making up stories when there's a party. I straight out tell people that I don't have money. Like, I don't even have money. That's just always my excuse. I don't have money. You wanna take me out? Okay, I can come. But if it means me paying money, I don't have it. I'm lying. So do not lie. Do not lie about what you know. If you are practicing in criminal law, now I'm talking to lawyers, and you know very well you don't know civil procedure, tell somebody to call, give them a number to somebody to talk to instead of lying and speaking about things that you do not know. Do not lie. Do not think that people will not find out about your lies. If they don't, you're probably going to walk around feeling like somebody is about to find out or somebody is finding out, and that sucks. Do not lie about how you feel. If you feel that a relationship sucks, no longer works for you, it's going to feel heavy being there. Leave. If a work environment feels like crap and you want to leave, actively look for ways of leaving. You're going to be fine. Do not lie. Okay? If you want to take away anything from this, the one thing that you need to do is do not lie. Do not lie about what you know, and do not lie about what you have. And do not lie about how you feel, because a lot of us lie about how we feel. We wake up every day feeling like crap, and the moment that we get to work, well, with work, especially when you are tied up into things like a contract of articles and you want to finish them and be admitted, you're probably going to have to wear your big girl panties that say, I'm here, I'm strong, and that's it. But if you're not in a position to do that, and you are in a position of leaving, you are in a position of being able to pursue bigger and better things, go for them. Go for them. There's so much in this world and in this country that we can do. Do not lie about things that when you go to an interview, make it be known of who you are. If you are a lawyer that believes in social justice, human rights, and every other thing, make it be known. Even if you're going to a corporate commercial firm, yes, let them know that you want to learn all of that, but let it also be known that you will not compromise on things that you believe in. That's how you get to have integrity in this world, not compromising on things that you believe in. That's what you're going to do for the rest of a year and a half. You're going to be constantly faced with things that you're like, aha, do I compromise on my principles, or do I just say straight out, I do not believe in this and I will not do this? Those are the things that you're going to be faced with throughout this time of beginning of your career, beginning of your life. And yeah, well, I have spoken for I don't know how long. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great year. I hope that you guys have a great career. I hope that the beginning of your careers, if you've already been employed, or you've already started being employed or starting on working on your career, that it becomes fruitful and becomes everything that you wanted. And please, do not be afraid to jump for those big opportunities. Do not be afraid to jump for those big things. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you actually have a blessed life. And once again, congratulations for finishing that qualification, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.